Hey guys, Oblivion903 here once again, and this is part 5 of my Resident Evil 2 Leon A playthrough. And in the last video I made my way through the sewers and unfortunately got shot by William Birkin's wife Annette. But thankfully we're okay and we made our way through that, and now we're going to head on down towards the Umbrella Lab. And also we're going to have a few boss fights as well. We've got one coming up very shortly against William Birkin himself. That is the guy who injected himself with the G virus to ultimately become the tyrant that we're going to have to take out throughout the course of the rest of this game. So basically what we're going to do is head on over to this door here. Basically, once we go inside this tram and things start to get moving, basically we're going to have a boss fight in our hands. Not overly difficult. It's probably one of the first sort of main boss fights. We did fight a creature back in the sewers, and we've done a few other bits and pieces, but this is going to be the first actual main fight with the boss of the game. And it's a pretty cool one. I do quite enjoy it. Right, I picked up the control panel key. As you've seen there, I've just got my shotgun. I've got a couple of sprays and herbs, and I've got my magnum just as a last resort. I don't think I'm really going to need it. However, I'm going to keep it just in case. Because you never know when you're going to need it. You never know if William Birkin's going to go down just with a shotgun. But it is an upgraded shotgun, so it should be a lot more powerful. Right, I think I've got the key now for this. I think I just need to just click on it here. There we go. Right, so I'm going to push the activation switch, sorry there. And now that should start everything off. So if we go into this door here, we should start making our progression towards the lab. Right, so here we go. It's going to start moving now. And yeah, things should be pretty plain sailing. However, being Resident Evil, that's not going to be the case. Like I said, we've got a boss fight on our hands very, very soon. Right, so there we go. Where did he come from? It started moving and he was nowhere to be seen. So how he ended up on here, I do not know. But looks like he's taken Ada out. Thankfully, she's not dead though. But as you can imagine, that is now our cue to go fight. Right, so now that we're exiting this door, it's actually going to lock and not allow us back in for a certain amount of time. So yeah, basically we've got no choice but to fight this dude. Right, so there he is, just throwing a metal bar at us. There is William Birkin, the first time we've had a proper look at him. And right, now he's completely mutating. Looks nothing like the man that he once was. There's a big ugly claw coming out of his hand. And he looks like one tough son of a gun. Right, thankfully Leon managed to avoid him there. We don't want to be too close for stuff like that. He's got a couple of powerful swipe attacks. Right, he seems to be quite aggressive. I'm on caution. But right, he really seems to be getting those swipes in. It might be worth actually switching to my magnum. But I'm trying to keep some distance from him. Right, I was hoping my shotgun would just do the trick. However, it doesn't seem to be doing that. Right, I think I've got him. Yep, looks like he's dead. Thank God. I was hoping my shotgun would have been enough, but as you saw, the fire rate was just way too slow. And it was basically just leave me open to being attacked, which wasn't good. But thankfully the Magnum did the trick. I just didn't want to use the ammo if I didn't have to, because obviously I want to save it for later on in the game. Because there's a couple more boss fights still to do. Right, let's go check on Ada. We've made it to the bottom now.
Don't die on me, Ada. Come on. Wake up. Come on!
Right, so Leon's just taken the injured Ada into this room just to keep her safe and obviously allow her to rest and recover.
Welcome back. Hey, take it easy. We're inside Umbrella's secret lab. I'll go find something to treat that wound, so just rest here in the meantime.
But I'll only slow you down with these injuries. Go. Save yourself.
I told you, it's my job to look after you.
But you'll be in danger if you stay with me. I know I've only known you for a short period of time, but I really enjoy being with you. I know I'm not capable of caring about anyone, but I don't want to lose you.
We're leaving this place together. Wait here for me. I'll be right back.
Right, so we're just going to leave Ada to rest there for the time being. Going to pick up this herb. I've actually got a combined herb with 2 on at the minute, so I can mix this up to make it 3, and that will make it a herb that will give us full health no matter what condition we're at. Got some more shotgun shells here as well. Right, there's also something here, some more magnum bullets. They'll definitely come in handy. And right, there's a storage box here. I think this is going to be a good time to save the game. Just in case, obviously, it all goes a bit pear-shaped. At least we're going to be able just to start from this point. But fingers crossed that won't be the case. Done pretty well so far. I don't think I've actually died throughout the course of this playthrough. But obviously you never know. I can't remember what that W box key was for. I thought it was actually something to do with the tram, unless I've missed something off. Hopefully that wasn't the case, because I do normally use it. I know that. I just can't think where. Must be for somewhere. I'm sure we'll find out what it's for a bit later on if I haven't already missed it. I do know that I do use it, but I just can't think off the top of my head what it's actually for. But anyway, because I've got a bit of OCD on how I like my Resident Evil inventory to be laid out, I'm just going to sort this out now. I like my handgun first with some ammo. I'll take my shotgun for obvious reasons, just in case we run into any tough enemies. I think I'll take this. I'm not too worried about the difficult enemies and getting bit that much. It should be alright. I'm going to take an ink ribbon just to quickly save my game. And right, once I've done this, I'm going to be moving on with the mission. Going to start navigating through the lab. So like I said, this is purely just in case. It's just a backup in case something goes wrong. But I can't see it being the case. It's not too difficult. It's only really the boss fights that could provide any sort of issues. But there's only like 1 or 2 more to go. And I think only one of them is actually difficult. So right, now I'm going to move on. It's going to leave Ada in there just to rest up. Fingers crossed she'll be okay. I'm sure she will be. She's pretty tough. So right, what I'm going to do is head down here into the main part of the laboratory. There was another double door, but unfortunately that's locked at the minute. We will be using it a little bit later on, but not at the minute. We're just going to be heading down here. So right, looks like the main fuse has been taken out of this. And what we're going to have to do is try and locate that so we can restore power to the lab. So I'm going to head through this door first. I've got 2 options that I could basically went left like I've done down the blue route, or right down the red route. Just going to go down this one. We will be exploring both of them though. Right, so I've got 2 options here. I'm going to go through this one. This one looks like it's been frozen shut. However, it is open. But we're going to explore this one first, and then we're going to move on to the next one. So right, there's a first aid spray there. Something else here as well. This is the fuse case. So I imagine once we combine this with the fuse, we'll be able to make the main fuse and obviously restore the power. Right, I'm going to see what this computer does. Right, a control box used for super low temperature experiments. I could use this. I could set the superconductor fuse here if I had a fuse case, which coincidentally we do. So we're going to use that. Right, just going to let this machine do its thing. It should put the fuse with the fuse case, and that should give us the main fuse, I believe. We'll soon find out, though. I can't remember off the top of my head what it actually does, but like I said, we'll find out in a second. Right, so yeah, we've got the main fuse, so that is what we're actually after. Just going to have a quick explore just to make sure there's no other items that I'm missing. I think everything looks pretty good. Was there a door through here? No, there's not. There's nothing else in this area from what I can see. So I'm just going to exit this now. And also head into the other door if it was open. As you remember, there was 2 doors in this hallway. Right, let's have a look. Right, it's going to head into here. Door open with a key card. Unfortunately, we don't have that key card. It's a shutter switch. Sorry, there, just getting my S's mixed up. Will you push it? Yes, of course I will. No response. Right, so the power's not supplied. So I imagine once we use the main fuse, we'll be able to supply the power and open that up. Because the door that we want to get in is locked at the minute. So right, I'm going to use the fuse on here and just restore the power. Right, so there we go. Everything is all dandy now. So it's going to head back down here. And hopefully we should be able to open the shutters and allow us access into that next area. Right, so this should open now. Yep, looks like it opens with no issues. There's another computer there. So whether we can get access to this room now, I'm not totally sure. We'll soon find out though. 2 or more staff need to be present to enter, commencing with fingerprint verification. There's only 1 of us, but... Alright, it's not on file, so I don't know how we're going to get through that. Never mind. So for now, we're just going to move on. Just going to move on to the next section. I'm assuming we can't do that just yet. We do go in there at some point though. But for now, we have to just leave it. So we're going to head into the next section, down this red hallway. Right, let's see what's in here. So it's in another hallway now. Right, what's down here? No, there's no enemies there. There is another shutter there. Try open it. Right, looks like there's a couple of plant enemies there. I think I'm actually just going to avoid them for now. I'm going to head into this one. Not that one. Can I go in this one? Yeah, we can. Right, I'm going to do this bit first. And then I'm going to tackle those enemies and move on to that section. But I think it's best if I go this way first. So right, what's in here? Oh, a flamethrower. That could come in handy against plants. It's a bit of a coincidence, but right, what's on here? Laboratory secret manual. As always, I'll flick through this and you can pause it if you are interested in reading it. Right, so there we go. That is the lab security manual. What's it? What's this? Turn on the switch. Yep, that will do. That's turned on the anti-BOW gas sprinkler. User registration. If we type in guest, that will work. Obviously, we'll keep that in mind a little bit later on. We're going to be using that. Right, there's some plants coming out of the vent, and coincidentally, we have a flamethrower. So we can use that. That's going to get rid of those plant vines and allow us to get in here. So basically we're going to crawl through now and go into that next room. And that's actually going to be the room where the door was locked from the other side that we couldn't get into a moment ago. Right, some liquors there. Just took me a second to actually figure out what they were. Not ideal. Right, it's both of them dead. So that only took 2 shots. So that was a little bit better than I expected. What's in here? Loads of shotgun shells. That's going to come in handy. So right, definitely could do with them. So I suppose it actually wasn't essential that I killed them. I could have just left this room I don't need that ink ribbon, so I'm just going to leave that there. Going to go out this door. And then back into the room where those two plant creatures were. But I've got my flamethrower, so I should be able to take them out pretty easily. Right, so there they are. That's one of them taken care of. I think there was another one there. Is there. Right, so there we go. Set that one on fire. So that's that room clear now. Just going to head into this area. And then let's see what's on the other side of this door. Right, there's another plant creature there. Quickly take that one out. As you can see, this whole side of this building's been overtook by this plant. But thankfully, we don't actually need to do anything with it. We can just go down this ladder and just avoid all that. It's not actually going to do anything. But it looks pretty creepy, I've got to say. So right, just going to head down this door now. Now let's see what's down here. But we're getting pretty far into the lab. We will be going back up a bit later on, as I mentioned. Once we get the key card. Right, I think there could be some zombies in this room, if memory serves me right. Oh, there's something there. Is that a hunter? A hunter's in this game? No, it's a licker. Right, I killed one of them. In one hit. That licker doesn't know I'm actually here. It does now. Is that the only one? Oh, there's another one there. Oh, shit. Right, so got rid of them. I am on danger. Shit, that's not good. I'm going to use my first aid spray. God, that one caught me by surprise. I thought there was only two. There's a herb here. I'm just going to keep this just in case. Actually, I'm going to combine it with that one. I did see some other herbs there on my travels as well. Right, so there we go. Back up to full health and got a herb. Actually, there's more herbs here. I'll leave them for now, though, just in case I need to pick anything up. We can't use our computer yet. So, right, just going to head through this door here. Like I said, we're getting really far into the lab now. But, still got a lot to do in this section. It's quite a big section of the game. It is sort of getting towards the final bits and pieces of the game. So, it's starting to wrap up quite nicely. Gotta say, I absolutely love this game. But, I'm going to take the lab map. Nothing else we can do with this at the minute. There is a storage box and the option to save, which I'm not going to do yet. I think I'm going to get rid of my flamethrower. I don't think I really need it anymore. Right, I think I'm just going to leave everything as it is and just move on. Right, I wonder if liquor's going to fall out. No, thankfully. Nothing happened there. Right, there's a red herb there, which if we combine the green one, will give us full health as well. So I'll keep that in mind. Might pick that on the way back up if I've got the space. Right, can't open that door yet. Gonna go backtrack into this door here. This might give us access to that door down there. Right, everything's quite quiet at the minute. I know a lot of zombies in that do appear a little bit later on. But for now, everything seems pretty good. Right, you could open it if you had the key. Right, that could be what the W box key is for. I'm going to do this section. I might come back to that. So they're definitely worth finding out. Right, I'm just going to use my handgun here. Yeah, it's the only guy here, so not too difficult. Right, there we go, taking him out. Yeah, that could make sense. Like I said, I do use that key on every playthrough that I've done, so it would make sense. That could be the location. I didn't find any use for it when we were in the section with the tram and that, so right, so that's that zombie taken care of. There is quite a few more in this room. Just going to try and take these guys out. Oh shit, he's closer. Right, so that's both of them taken care of now. Just going to reload my gun. Getting quite low on handgun ammo, actually. Hopefully there might be some more kicking about. Fingers crossed. Oh shit, there's a zombie there. Almost ran straight into him. Right, there's the lab card key. That will give us access to that area that we couldn't get to earlier on. Oh, he's dead. I was waiting for him to get up. Yeah, in the area with the blue... trying to think what it's called. Yeah, the blue corridor. That we couldn't get into. Now we've got the card key. That will work. Right, unless we can't actually get into that area just yet with all those that like lava, the moth stuff going on. Maybe we've got to go back up there first. So right, what I'm going to do is head back now towards where the storage box. So I'm actually going to get the W key out and I'm going to give it a go. And I'll just say this now, just in case, if you don't see me run back to this bit, that is because it didn't actually work. And that wasn't the right key. So basically, if that's the case, I'm not going to show you me just running back here and wasting our time. If it does work, then obviously you will see it. So, yeah, bear in mind. Just bear that in mind, guys. So basically, if I don't go back through that door now, it didn't work. If you see me enter that door, then that was obviously what the key was for. So, yeah, on that note, let's give it a go. Right, so like I said, if you are watching this part of the video now, then that was obviously what the W box key was for. And I'm just going to do this now rather than wait until I come back to this area a little bit later on. So right, the moment of truth, let's find out. Yep, it was it. It worked. Right, what's in here? Magnum parts. Right, so we can make our Magnum even more powerful. That's pretty awesome, I've got to say. That's definitely going to come in handy against the later boss fights. So right, I'm going to head back through here, back into the room with the storage box. I'm going to use some of those Magnum parts now just while they're there. Might be able to hold more ammo as well, which is pretty awesome. You could with a shotgun. So right, just going to get the Magnum out and just going to quickly do this. Right, yeah, that's pretty cool. So it's the C Magnum now. So it's a lot more powerful than the one that we had. Just going to see if I can actually hold more ammo. We'll soon find out. No, we can't. But nonetheless, it's still cool. It's going to help us a lot in these later parts of the game, like I said, with the boss fights. But I'm actually going to conclude this video here, guys. I think this might be a good time. We've got a save point, so that's where I always like to save my games. And I'm going to basically backtrack up to where I need to use the key card. And then do all that bit just before I get to the last part of the game. So part 6 will probably entail basically the rest of the lab. And then with part 7 being the final boss in the final sections of the game. So thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you check out part 6. It's going to be absolutely awesome. It's a pretty cool part of the game. A lot goes on. It really starts to tie the story of Resident Evil 2 together and that. And hopefully you've had a good time with me. I've really enjoyed it. And like I said, I will see you guys in the next video. So until then, guys, bye for now.